Alright, so we are converting into functions. This is target 4D, day 2. Okay, your learning goals are going to be, like I said, the same. I can create a function given a table and create a function given a graph. Alright, so when you need to write a rule in function notation when given a points on a graph, the first thing you need to do is pick 2 points. So I'm going to pick 2, 4 and 4, 8. And then you're going to use those 2 points to find the slope. So take your y values, and I did 4 minus 8, so then on bottom I have to do 2 minus 4. So following that same order, which gives me negative 4 over 2, which simplifies to just 2. Alright, so now I also need to find my y-intercept. When you're not given it on the graph and you can't see it because there's no line, what you need to do is you need to take that slope of 2, not 4, sorry, typo, and you need to then pick one of these 2 points, either 2, 4 or 4, 8, and substitute your x and your f of x or your y into the equation. So I opted to go with 2, 4. So remember, those are the points that are on the line right there. Okay, so I chose 2, 4. So 2 went in for x, 4 went in for f of x, and then I just solved for b. 2 times 2 is 4, so we have 4 equals 4 plus b. Subtract 4 from both sides, so I get b equals 0. So now I have my b and I have my m, so all I have to do is put it together and have f of x equals 2x plus 0. But we don't need the 0, so I can just say f of x equals 2x. So doing one on your own now. So if I needed to write a rule, and this should be example 1, it happens now and again, example 1. So if we have to write a rule in function notation, so same thing. So again, pick 2 points. I opted to choose 2, 10 and 6, 8. So I did 10 minus 8 on top, and since I did 10 minus 8, I had to do 2 minus 6 on the bottom, which gave me positive 2 over negative 4, which reduces to negative 1/2. This is going to happen. Don't be afraid of the fractions, guys. Alright, so I'm going to plug that back into my, so I have my this in slope-intercept form. So now I'm going to take 2 and 10, so these points here, this collection of, or this ordered pair here, and plug 2 in for my x, 10 in for my f of x. Okay. 2 times negative 1/2 is just negative 1. So I have 10 equals negative 1 plus b, so I add 1 to both sides and I get b equals 11. So now again, I have my b, I have my negative 1/2, good to go. I have f of x equals negative 1/2 x plus 11. Now from a table, same thing. Okay, I shouldn't have to go through this terribly bad. I picked 3 and 5, so I had to do 1 and 2. We went through this yesterday, so you should know how to get the slope. But like we did with the graph, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to pick one x value and one y value. I chose 1 for my x value and 3 for my y value, and I plugged them in, and then just solve and get your b, which in this case would be 1. And now that I have my slope and I have my y-intercept, I can just put them together into a function and get f of x equals 2x plus 1. So one more example of this. Try this one on your own before you actually listen to the video. So just pause it here, try it on your own, see if you can do it. Here, if you go ahead and we pick the first 2 y values. So we got 5 and 8, 1 and 2. Alright, find your slope, which is a positive 3. And then go ahead and take that positive 3, and that shouldn't be 2. So this might change this a bit. This should be a 3. So that should be a 6. So your slope's going to be a little different than what's written down here. So you'd be subtracting 6 from both sides. So you would end up with b equals 2. So your answer shouldn't be 3x plus 4, it should be 3x plus, let's cross that off as best I can, 3x plus 2. So if you got that, good job, you get it, no problems. If not, at least this isn't on the quiz, but write down some questions that we can go over in class next time I see you. Alright, that's it. Have a good evening, guys, and study hard for your quiz.